Okay, so welcome back. We are now on the last module of our Python fundamentals, and this module is all about, can you guess what? This is all about classes. So this is some sort of an intro to our OOP, because in this particular module we are going to touch a little bit some of the, I could say, fundamental topics of OOP, such as inheritance and the likes. Okay? But before we proceed further, I dare you, I challenge you, for those who haven't subscribed yet. So mag-subscribe na po kayo, hit yung notification bell. And if that is all and good, then I think we can all proceed to our discussion of our last and final module for the Python fundamentals. So in this particular module, we are going to discuss classes. By defining our own classes, we can make our programs more efficient and applicable. So using classes, we can model physical objects or tangible ideas. So it's some kind of a real world object, or let's say ideas. Tama, parang ganun. We can program information about an object's attributes or its behaviors. We are going to learn how to define our own classes. We are going to write our methods for a class, call our classes to make multiple objects. Of course, we can also update attributes of a class object, create parent and child classes. We can therefore use inheritance to inherit attributes and methods from a parent class. And we are going to use the tkinter, I do not know if I pronounce it right, the tkinter library to make a graphical user interface. Actually, yan po ay applicable sa ating final code labs, which is very timely kasi sa code labs natin, we're going to create a simulation, program simulation for a pandemic. So parang COVID something. Okay? So for the data types, we do not have any new data types for now. Control flow, nothing else new. For the operators, we're going to use, wala rin eh. Itong bool na to, nagamit na natin last meeting, so hindi ko lang po na-edit. My apologies. Again, we're coming to you live. Live kahit recorded. Strings, nothing new. List, nothing new. Dictionaries, nothing new. For the external libraries, ito po, we have the tkinter. Yun po, yung gagamitin natin. Hopefully, hindi na mag-crash yung computer ko, because the last time that I did it, the last time that I do this program, kailan number yan? I'm using the the Athlon X2. So medyo naghahang yung aking graphics or yung aking visual representation ng aking simulation. So hopefully this time, because I'm using Ping Red po tayo, I'm using the AMD Ryzen 5 3600. So hopefully hindi naman tayo magkaroon ng ganung problema. Okay? So that's it. We can now start our discussion with classes. So, what is classes? I can say that a class is a representation of a real world thing. So, it is something like a blueprint for how you make something. For example, we could have a car class in Python. So, if we are going to create a car class in Python, we can do it something like this one. So, car. Ayan. So, what is this car class? This car class, this is a blueprint or instructions for how to model a car in Python. But, take note, it doesn't actually represent the actual car. So, if you want to represent the actual car, you'll create an object based on the car class. So, I might say something like my car equals car. So, kapag gumawa na ako ng ganyan, ayan, nakapag-create na ako ng object from a class. Tapos, kapag gagawa ka ng mga objects, tawag na puro na instances ng class. So, when you create an object from a class, your object po, ang tawag doon ay instance ng class. So, if you write your class or blueprints correctly, then they will contain common behavior for all different types of objects. Another example, perhaps yung siguro nakikita ninyo dahil ngayon sa pandemic ngayon, nagla ko lang din naisip to. na may mga gumagawa siguro ng parents ng mga baon ng anak nila or let's say naglalaro sa bahay. Pero pag gagawa kayo ng cookie, gumagawa kayo ng parang hulmahan. So, yung hulmahan, pwede natin sabihin, basically na siya yung class. Tapos, yun, kapag kunyari, gumawa ka ng cookie, hulmahan na nakalagay is, ang hugis niya is puso. So, kapag gumawa ka na ng mga cookies at gumamit ka na ng hulmahan para magawa ka, ayun yung instance ng inyong class. So, the idea is that yung mga cookies mo pwede magkaroon ng iba't ibang mga properties yan. So, yun po. So, katulad din dito, kapag gumawa tayo ng tamang car class, pwede tayong gumawa ng mga instance ng car object. So, dahil meron tayong car, pwede tayong gumawa ng mga game car nyo. O kotse ko, Toyota Vios lang. So, perhaps we can create Audi car, an SUV, a minivan, or the old classic, sabi nga sa Fast and the Furious, the American classic car. So, yun po yun. So, siguro para makatulong, perhaps I could add all the basic definition ng classes. I'm going to insert cell above. And then I'm going to do a markdown in here. And then let's try classes, basic definition. Ayan. So, BR, B, ayan. So, BRB, tapos, bubulit ko ba? Class, then, ayan. Blueprint to build something. Let me check. Ayun, sakto. Tapos, perhaps I'll copy this one. And then, palitan natin siya. Para may notes kayo. Object. Yung object, yun yung ginagawa mo. So, what you are trying to build, that will be your object. Yung instance ng class natin, yun yung what you work with once it is built. So, ayan. Okay na. All in good, all in good. Okay. Now, you can almost model if anything, wag sa maling tama kang class. So, hindi naman kailangan na yung lahat ng gagawin natin is let's say car. So, for example, gawa tayo ng simple example. Let's say, dahil may baby ako, iyak na iyak ngayon. Kaya kapag meron tayong maingay sa background na umiiyak, malamang baby ko yun. So, why not we can create a simple class of baby? So, what are some things that we can say about the babies? Yung mga pare-pareha sa mga baby. Well, perhaps you can say na lahat sila ay may gender. Lahat sila ay may name. Di ba? Unang karapatan ng tao maliban sa mabuhay. Susunod na karapatan mo is yung magkaroon ka ng pagkakakilanlan. So therefore, all babies have a name, a gender, and perhaps an age. So, stick muna tayo sa tatlo. So these three pieces of information are used to distinguish one baby from another. Tama? Tama? May tama ka. So this is yun nakaka-distinguish yung mga pieces of information na yun. Pero sa computer term, pwede natin siyang tawagin attribute. Okay? So, we can therefore add some definition in here. Tapos, maglalagay tayo dyan ng attribute. So, what is attribute? Attribute, these are information used to, sabi ko nga kanina, distinguish one instance from another in a class. Hindi mo naman na-exit yan dyan. Sir, why? Because yung mga baby naman, ano bang ginagawa ng baby? Tulad ng ginagawa ng anak ko ngayon. Umiyak. Bakit siya umiyak? Hindi pa kasi siya nakakatulog. At ngayon ay naglalaro siya kaya nag-dynamic siya. So basically, itong cry, sleep, play, these are all the behaviors common sa mga babies. So, pwede natin tawagin na yun ay mga method. Ayun. So, hopefully guys, ito yung pinapaliwanag ko ng mga real world example. Mas naiintindihan ninyo sa lingwahe. simple at let's say, dahil real world na siya, mas madali nyo maintindihan. Yun, something like that. Sorry, wala akong script dito. So, paano pumasok sa isip ko, yun ang sinasabi ko. Kaya minsan, kung may masabi ako mali at hindi ko rin mapansin, yan, correct na lang ako. Ayan. So, bakit ako naglagay ng functions yan? Kasi yung mga behavior niyan na common sa lahat ng instances ay pwede natin tawagin, let's say, parang little function. Okay? So, are you ready to create our baby class? If you are ready, then let's go. If you are not ready, anong ginagawa mo rito? Nanonood ka lang naman. Char. Delete ko lang yan. Okay, so class baby. Let's create our class baby. So, comment out tayo dito. Dark string. If you can still remember from our previous topic. So, a simple class to simulate mommy, a baby. Ayan. So, medyo nakakapagsimula na tayo. So, tulad nga na sinasabi natin, itong ating simple class to simulate a baby, ano nga ulit yun? Eat, sleep, ayan. Yun yung mga gagawin natin. So, yun yung mga behavior ng ating baby. Kaya lang, maliban doon, kailangan natin gumawa ng initialize method or ng initialize. So, gagawa tayo dito ng initialize method na nga. Yun, tulad sinabi ko kanina. The idea is that for us to be able to create an initialize method, define or def underscore init underscore tapos open and close quantity. Okay, so sir, para sa yan, we are trying to create an initialize, tapos dito sa loob ng parenthesis na to, dito tayo maglalagay ng mga parameters para makatulong mag-initialize ng instance natin. Okay, so ganun lang po kasi ito yun. So yung mga parameters na to, ito yung mga attributes na binanggit natin kanina. So for a baby such as like the name, the age, the gender, yun yung mga isa sa mga kailangan natin ilagay dyan. Kaya lang, bago mo gawin yun, kailangan mo muna mag-initialize ng self. So, maglalagay ka dyan ng self. Sir, para saan yung self parameter na yan? Yan po ang tinatawag natin na special parameter. So, yung self parameter. Think of the self parameter as a way for an object to identify itself from all other instances of the class. So in fact, anytime we call the method, the first parameter we must pass is the self parameter. So telling the instance to call the method on themselves. So lagi talaga una self, wala kang no choice dyan. It's a special parameter. So tulad nun, after nun, dahil nalagay na natin siya, maglalagay tayo ngayon sa kanya ng comma, name. Anong ulit yung mga sinabi natin kanina? The gender. And of course, the age. Colon. And then, for now, we have to initialize all the attributes. So again, dark string comment, initialize attributes. There you go. So, kapag ka mag-initialize tayo ng mga attributes, the idea is that paano natin gagawin yan? What we're going to do in here is maglalagay tayo dyan ng self dot name equals name dot title. Ayun. So, anong ginagawa natin dito? Yung attribute is pinapasa natin yung self dot name na yan dito sa main name na to. So, ito yung mga attributes. So, these are the attributes. Ayan. So, yan po. If you want to call the gender or if you want to initialize the attribute for the gender, so magkakaroon lang tayo ng self.gender is equal to the gender and self.age equals age. Then, napapagod ba ang baby? Siyempre, dapat naman, kaya nga minsan diba, baksak sila, plucked up. So, maglalagay tayo ng self.start is equal to true. I-reset muna natin siya as our default value. So, when we create a baby instance, automatic, pagod siya. So, it will always be set to tired. Ayun. Naintindihan po natin dito yung ginawa ko. So, gumawa na ako ng self-that-tired, yung attribute na tired, or yung tired natin na yan, sinet ko as true. Para kapag gumawa ka ng instance ng baby, ayan, pagod siya lagi. Okay? So, before we go any further, let me just have quote review. So, parang sinasabi natin dito yung self-that name is equal to name.title, parang my name is equal to the name, my gender is equal to the gender, and my age is equal to the age. So, that's it. Ganun lang. Tapos, gagawa tayo ng mga ganap. Ayan, para mas masaya. So, what I'm going to do is gawa tayo ng def, plane, function definition, and then set. Tapos, colon. Lagyan ko na lang muna ng pass. Sir, bakit may pass? Hindi ko pa muna nalagay yung codes dyan. The idea is that gawa muna tayo ng class baby. Tsaka na yung mga ganap. Okay? Then, set, colon, def, sleep, set, colon. Oh my god, sorry. Hindi ako nakatingin. Ayan. Pass. So, that's it. We have created a class baby. So, ganyan lang po kasimple. Okay? So, if I try to run this now, wait, close my other window. Ayan. So, if I try to run this now, oh my god, bakit? Nag-error. Class baby, saan pa yung line number 5? So, initialize natin, class baby, def, self.name is equal to name.title, gender natin, ayun. Ayun, dapat nakaano to, indent. Ayan. Tapos, ano pa tayo ng problema? Sandali lang, hanapin pa natin yung problema before we run it, para sigurado. Again, pasintabi po, we are doing this live, ha? Medyo lang. Hindi na po ako mag-edit, tinatamad ako mag-edit. Okay? So, kasama sa paglaki yung error, at least makakikita natin yung mga problema natin. Ano ba error natin? Tara, tayo natin. Bahala na si Batman. Ayun. Kinakabahan ako. Pinakapawisan ako. Kung kailan naman huli na. At saka pa tayo magkakaproblema. Okay? So, now, umayos tayo, ha? Anong petsa na? Nakalog ka pa ba? So, we are going to create a variable. I'm going to name it little boy. Si little boy, gawa tayo ng baby. Ayan. Pwede po bang gumawa ng baby kahit mag-isa ka lang? O naman, basta sa class ng baby at gagawa ka lang ng instance ng class mo. Ayan, baby. Pangalanan natin yan na Aiden, pangalan ng aking anak. And then, what we have here, yung anak ko ay lalaking totoo, walang bisyo, simba lang. Hopefully, nothing happens magically. Sir, question. Bakit po hindi ka naglagay ng self? Tandaan nyo guys, yung self na to is hindi mo na kailangang i-call. So, when you do this, when you created a variable in here, tapos nagtuwa ka ng mga parameters dyan, hindi mo na isasama yung self. Okay? Special parameter yan. So, no need. And then, when we run, hopefully walang error. Ayun. Walang error, wala rin nangyari. Pero, wala kang nakita. Kaya lang, the idea is that, or technically, dapat nakagawa na yan ng baby. Ayun. Naintindihan po? So, mamaya makikita nyo kung ano nangyari sa ginawa nating baby. So, kung ayaw nyo maniwala sa akin regarding do sa my self-self na yan, let's try now to create another instance. Pangalanan natin siya na little girl. Tapos yung little girl na yan is equal natin sa baby. Tapos ilagay natin yung self, comma, Catrice, pangalan ng aking baby. Ayan, Catrice. Tapos, email. Tapos, gawin natin 1. Bakit ba ginawa ko ano yan? Okay yan, ganyan. So, yun. When you try to run this program, there an error. So, name baby is not, mali pala ako. Ayan, baby. Ayun. Self is not defined. So, hindi rin nakadefine yung self, pero nakikita man natin. Probably kasi dapat ba string yan. So, dapat daw may ganyan. So, what will happen now is that, ayun, the initialize method takes 4 positional arguments, but 5 were given. So, sinasabi, 5 rin yung binigay mo kasi na yung self, hindi nga dapat kasama sa bilang yan. So, technically, hindi kasi dapat ganyan. Dapat kasi, tanggalin mo na yung self. So, huwag na kayo matigas ang ulo, ha? Magsimula ka sa magsisimula sa name. Yung self, huwag na isama. Okay? Ayun. So, finally, something happens to me. Natapos na natin. So, nakagawa na tayong dalawang baby. Isang little boy, isang little girl. Okay? So, if we try to print the little boy, how are we going to do it? So, simplihan natin. Print little boy. Tapos, pagka in-enter ko to, enter ko to, what will happen? Well, if you say nalalabas yung info regarding sa little boy, then you are basically mistaken. Sarap niyan. Lumabas po kung saan siya naka-store sa ating memory somewhere out there. So, somewhere out there, something like that. Ayun. So, what sir, paano ko ipiprint yung little boy? Gumamit tayo ng ganap. Okay? So, hindi mo siya basta-basta ma-access ng ganun lang. Meron tayong dapat gawin. So, paano natin i-access yung yung pangalan ng little boy, yung kanyang gender at kanyang edad? Simple lang, tanungin mo siya, hoy little boy, ano bang pangalan mo? Go, diba? Paano mo nalalaman yung pangalan ng bata? Tanungin mo yung pangalan niya. So, paano po ba yun? Let's try to do it. Print little boy dot name. Ayun. So, kailangan mo pala ng ganyan. Opo, kasi kapag naglagay ka dyan ng dot name, si little boy, tandaan mo, may allen yan. Paano nagkaroon ng allen yan? Kasi po, pinasa niya rito. Ang kanyang pangalan na name dito ay nakapasok dito sa kanyang my name. At yung my name na yun is meron siyang sarili niyang pangalan. So, basically, ganun mo lang tatawagin. So, when you press shift enter in here, yun, lalabas dapat. And if you do something like print little girl, that name, so something similar should happen. Tama, mali. Tama, cicatrice. And if you want to trace, to get some other info, we can do, dali lang ha, copy ko na lang ito, pinamad na ako. Let's say si little boy, let's say gender, tapos si little girl, let's say age, si little boy again, anong gusto nyo kuhain? Yung third. Try natin kung nakuha natin yung third. Kasi di ba may third tayo dyan? Anong third natin? Dapat lagi siya naka-default sa true. So, when we try to create an output in here, si little boy natin ay gender niya is male, ang age ng little girl ay 1, at ang third dapat ay nakaset sa true. Yan. Kailangan lang pala pinapainit yung makina eh. Kanina nag-i-error eh. Ngayon medyo rektahan na tayo eh. Okay, so now nakagawa na tayo ng class na baby. Yan. Tapos gumawa tayo rito ng mga ng play, ng cry, ng sleep. Okay? So the next idea will be to put something like kung ano gagawin niya kapag nag-play, kapag nag-cry, nag-sleep. So, let's now try to put some info here in our methods o yung ating mga yung gagawin ng ating mga kabibihan kapag yan. So, let me copy this one. Punta lang ako dito sa ilalim. Ayan. So, class baby. Let's now try to put something somewhere in here. Delete ko na ito mga comment guys. Ano ka na sa taas naman yung comments. Kasi para medyo ma-declutter natin. So tanggalin natin yung pass and then we're trying to create sign date, playing, gender sensitivity, kaya lang ganun talaga muna ngayon. Isa sa mga condition natin probably ngayon is magsasimulate tayo ng playing based on gender. So passive sabi ko, ha, ayoko mag-trending, ha. So if self.gender equals male colon, ano gagawin na? Ano bang nalalaro? Usually, hindi general. Again, gender sensitivity. So, let's say print self.name plus is playing with, let's say, cards. Ayan. Else, so ibig sabihin kapag di siya lalaki, print self.name plus, plus is playing with blocks. Ayan. And then, probably we can now do something dito sa pride. Excuse me, nababurp ako eh. Ayan, excuse. So, simulate or simulate crying, you know. Kapag umiiyak lang. Simple na lang natin, huwag natin gawing komplikado mga bagay-bagay. Wah! Ayan, wah! Wah! Ayun. So, ganun lang. Tapos, perhaps we can add additional point in here. Then, we put something like even. Lagyan natin ng ano, ipasok natin yung age. Ayun. String ng self.age plus, so even let's say 1 years old cry. So maglagay tayo ng years old cry. Ayun, no. And then for the sleep, so what we're going to do is pwede tayo maglagay ito ng parts muna. Simulate sleeping. So, kailan ba siya matutulog? Siguro kapag pagod na. So, kailan mo kapagod? If self.tired equals true, or perhaps hindi na ako maglalagay ng true kasi naka-true naman yan by default sa taas. Tama ba? So, if true, ayun. So, if true, colon, anong gagawin? Print self.name. So, pagpagod na, anong gagawin? Tulog na siya. Tama? So, is sleeping. Tapos, all caps, shout out. Finally. Then, we change the value of self.tired from true to false. Else, print sorry self.name plus isn't tired. You know. So, sana hindi ako maging sorry dito. Sana walang error. Try. Ayun, walang nangyari. But then again, we have to, let's say, i-redo ko lang ito just to make sure that our data are clean. Yun. So, ayun, ayos na. Now, let's try to print our baby, little boy and little girl, just to check, to validate kung napasok ulit natin in entry. Kaya lang siguro this time papasok na natin sa isang pangmalakasang statement o isang print para kay boy, isang print o isang line para kay girl. So, we can do it something like little boy, that name. Ayan. So, this is another way to do this. Okay? Plus, double quote, lagay tayo space is excuse me, COVID, joke, plus string, little boy, dot age, plus year old, excuse me po, plus little boy, dot gender, plus period. Copy, paste. Kalang, excuse me, ito nga ang water. Saka nalala muna ko. Sarap. Ay, siyempre pa ako. Sana yung nakuha na recording. Little girl. Little girl. Little girl. Okay, let's try. Dyan, ayun. So, alin is a 3-year-old male. Catrice is a 1-year-old female. Now, let's try to make them play. So, little boy, that play. Open and close quantity. Little girl, that play. So, what are we looking in here? We are trying to look kapag lalaki. With card lang. Okay na yun. Card na nalagay natin. Hindi ko na i-run. Okay lang natin ulit. Sige nga. Run. Ayun. So, dapat kapag little boy, ang in-expect natin is card. Kapag little girl, yung mga blocks. Alam mo naman yung blocks. So, sinasabi ko yung mga ginagamit nila sa luto-luto, sa bahay-bahayan. Ayan. So, oh my God. My God. Little boy. It's not defined. Bakit? Anong nangyayari sa ating dalawa? Little boy, that play. So, nakakapag-play naman na dapat. So, little boy, that play. Hanapin natin ang error natin dalawa. Little boy is not. Ayun! Wrong spelling. Siyunga. Sorry naman. Ayun, no? Arden is playing a car. Or with car. Mary is playing with blocks. Kinabahan ako doon. Akala ko naman ano nangyari. Error na naman. Mapapadalas yung error natin sa module na to. Ganyan daw ba talaga kapag finals na? So dahil error ng error, iyak muna tayo. So little boy, that cry. Likewise, little girl, that cry. Kaya iyakin muna natin yung dalawa. Ayun, no? And then, patulugin na natin silang dalawa. So, that sleep. That sleep. You know, so finally, nakatulog na sila. Ngayon, i-check natin yung mangyayari kay little boy. Pagkatapos niya matulog, take note guys, ang ginawa natin dito, after niya matulog, isi-set natin yung set that car is equal to false. So the next time may irano siya, dapat di na siya tulog. Kasi nakapagpahinga na siya. Literally. Tama? Ayun no. Sorry, Arden isn't tired. Okay, so hopefully, I guess this is it. For now, hindi pa tayo tapos ha. So what we have done is we created an instance ng class, or naggumawa tayo ng class, gumawa tayo ng mga attributes, the name, the gender, the age. We've created how to initialize, and then later we created the methods for the play, for the cry, for the sleep, and then we tried to input or created an instance. Ayan na po. Tapos chinek natin yung instance natin, and then we try to play with our different methods. So yung play, nilabas natin. Yung cry, nilabas natin. Yung sleep, nilabas natin. And of course, chinek ulit natin after ng sleep. If sleep, syempre dapat lalabas. Hindi na siya pagod. So for now, I guess this is it. We're going to have our next example, which is mas advanced naman ng kahit o paano konti, i-level up natin. Okay? Pero bago pala tayo pumunta sa ano, bigla ko lang naalala, why not let's try to create a lot more babies, hindi pala some, a lot more babies. So, if that is the case, let me do something like babies equals, let's say, yan, gawa tayo ng block natin list. Tapos for I in range, let's say 25 babies, gawa tayo. Okay, then i-random natin yung kanyang gender. So therefore, mag-i-import tayo dito ng random. Yun. So import random babies for I in range 25. Then num is equal to random integer. Magra-random tayo between 0 and 1. So kapag num natin ay equal sa 0, let's give it a value as male. Ayan. And then kapag tayo ay, syempre kapag 1, ang gender niya ay equal sa female. Okay? So that's more like it. Zoom natin. Ayan. So hopefully kitang-kita nyo na sa screen na kahit magamit na kayo ng cellphone. Okay? And then gagawa tayo ng age. I-random natin yung age natin dahil baby lang sila. Dahil baby lang sila, ang gagawin natin is 0, 5. So hanggang 5 years old lang. Baby pa yan. May gatas pa sa labi. Char. Then gawa tayo ng sample baby. So variable na baby is equal to the baby class. Take note guys, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo yung proper naming convention. So this one is for my variable with a small letter b. Tapos this one is for my class with a capital letter B. So don't get confused, magkaiba po yan, hindi sila mapagpapalit. Actually, yan po talagang best practice niyan. Kaya ang sinasabi ko sa inyo lagi, kapag ka mga variable, lagi kayong magsisimula ng sa maliit na letter. Ngayon, kung magiging 2 words kayo, yung pangalawang word, gawin niya ng capital letter. Okay lang naman yun. Okay? So baby is equal to baby. Tapos Ryan, sample lang muna. Check muna natin kung mapapagamin natin bago natin gawin komplikado ang mga bagay-bagay. Age. Tapos babies that append. Mag-append tayo sa baby. Mag-append tayo ng baby. Yun. Tapos look tayo. So for baby in babies, print baby dot name plus double quote is plus i-output siguro natin yung kanyang age. So string baby dot age, tapos i-output din natin yung maglagay man tayo ng years old. Tapos i-output natin yung kanyang gender. Ayan. So hopefully everything goes fine. So sana nakakasunod pa. Dahil ako hindi na char. So for baby string baby.name is so baby.name is Ryan. Ryan is naka-random tayo sa age from 0 to 5 years old. Tapos gender. So Ryan is a 2 years old male, parang ganun. Or Ryan is a 2 years old female. So yun yung hinahanap natin output dito. And 25 of it. Okay, so let's try to run. Ayun, may error na tayo. So num minus, kasi dapat num equals patawa yung keyboard. Ayun. So Ryan is a 1-year-old female, Ryan is a 4 years old female, and so on and so forth. So that will be 25 of that. So ngayon, baguhin natin, medyo i-modify natin dahil gumagana siya sa 25. Let's say gawin natin siyang 100. Tapos baby equals baby, gawin natin ditong ano, string, tapos yung ating counter. So, kung ano man yung kung pang ilang baby siya, yun yung ilalabas dito. Okay? Comma gender, comma age. And then, baguhin natin itong output natin dito. Perhaps gawin natin baby number, double quote, tapos baby.name, baby.name natin, yun yung string number niya is string baby.age, years old, o year old na lang siguro, hindi ko alam, hindi ako magaling sa grammar, bahala ka sa buhay niyo. Yun po, yun ako pintas sa grammar. Ayun, error na. Invalid syntax. Bakit? Ayun, wala tayo ditong plus at sa y. Ayun, no? So, baby number 0 is a 0-year-old female. Baby number 1, ayan. So, this is expected hanggang sa 100. Ayun. So, hopefully, may natutunan na kayo rito so far. May natutunan po tayo. Pause ko muna. Kakain muna ako. Opo, naka-OBS po ako. So, pause lang. Again, hindi po ako mag-edit. Bahala kayo sa buhay nyo. So, this is the unedited file. Ayun. So, hopefully, makita-kits ulit tayo mamaya. Pero mag-use na ako again. Parang hindi nyo mararamdaman kasi na ipo-pause ko lang. Thank you. So, let us now try to have a closer look. O, di ba? Hindi naramdaman kumain ako. Char. Sabi sa inyo, ipo-pause ko lang. Let's try to have another look for classes or another look at classes. Another look at classes. Ayun. So, in this particular case, we are going to create a new class. Probably, pag nagtatrabaho kayo, malamang bago kayo mag-asawa, bibili kayo ng buyer kaya pagkakasal na kayo. So, let's try to create a class house. And then, syempre, may mga attributes yan tulad ng style, square foot, kailan yan tinayo or ginawa, tapos yung price. So, let's try to do that or let's try to execute that. So, we have class house and then a class to model a house that is for sale. Ayun. And then we initialize init self, style, square foot. Hindi ako na space para mas madaling makita. Year build and then the price colon and then we initialize those attributes. You know. So for the style we have self that style is equal to style, self that square foot is equal to square foot, nag-verb pa, kasamang verb, self that year build is equal to the year build, and self that price is equal to the price. Self that sold, kung ibibenta natin siya, naka-false, so ibig sabihin hindi pa siya nabibenta, available siya sa market. Tapos self that weeks on market is equal to 0. Ayan, so parang kalalagay mo pa lang sa market, so something like that. Okay? Then, gawa tayo ng another method para sa pag-display ng info or the function definition para sa pag-display ng info. So, display info self. Ayun. Then, display the information on the house. And we could have something like print \n 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. House for sale. Ayan. And then, print. House style. Itab natin sa \t. Tapos, plus self.style. Then, square feet. Self.square foot. Nakalagay sa taas. And then, we have the year bill. Self.year bill. Sale price. Self.price. Tama? May mali ako dito. Kasi self.style, ito, dapat to ay naka-string. Kasi siya ay number. Ito ay dapat yung naka-string. Ikakas dapat natin. So, error yan. Buti na lang. Nakita ka agad. So, yun. Kailangan natin ikas. Ayan. Kasama sa paglaki yan. Hindi kahit naman mag-error, okay lang. Importante, maayos natin yung error. Ang masama, pag hindi na makita yung error, andaan yun. Dito online class. So, kung online class to, may katunong ako maganap ng error. So, pag nag-error to ngayon, ako lang mag-isa. So, this house has been on the market for. I-display natin kung gano'n na siya katagal sa market. Tama? So, plus string self.weeks. Ayun po. Weeks on market. So, weeks on market plus double quote weeks. Ayun. Another method or function, define cell house, self, and then colon. Karang, puro lang ako ng kamay ko. Narinig niyo ba? Sakit na eh. So, dark string, cell D, house, benta natin yan. So, if self.sol equals false. So, kapag ka tawag doon, naka-false na siya, ano ibig sabihin nun? Nabenta na natin yung bahay natin. So, kapag nabenta na natin yung bahay natin, congratulations, wala ka ng bahay. So, print, congratulations, ano ka na, slap soy ka na. Hindi, wag, char lang yan. Congratulations, your house has sold for PHP, double quote, tapos plus string, self.price, plus, ayun. So, kung magkano yung benta, doon sa may set.price, yun yung lalabas natin. Tapos, isa-set natin dahil nabenta na siya, papalitan dapat natin yung kanyang boolean function into true. Otherwise, kung hindi pa siya nabibenta, ibig sabihin, naka-true pa siya. Nabenta na pala siya. Tama, kung naka-true na yan, at ibig sabihin na nabenta na siya, ibig sabihin, hindi na siya for sale, kasi nabenta na nga. Tama, kung hindi pa siya nabibenta, ibig sabihin, mabibenta siya. Ayun, sorry, kung medyo na-confuse kayo. So, sorry, this house is no longer for sale. So, ulitin ko lang kapag yung ating, pag tinawag natin itong sell house, kapag naka-true siya, Kapag naka-true, it's self that sold is equal to true. Ibig sabihin, nakabenta na siya. Nabenta na siya. Ibig sabihin, hindi na siya for sale kasi naka-true. Pero kung naka-false pa siya, malamang bibilin yun o may bibili. Pagkatapos bilhin, sa price na sinet natin, then the idea is that magiging true na. Yun. So hopefully medyo na-clear natin yan. Mayroon ang tanong, paano kapag ang tagal na sa market, wala pang bumibili? So dapat medyo i-save mo ng konti. Kumaga para magkaroon ka ng price drop, di ba? Ganyan naman ito. Pag matagal na, ang benta ko muna lang medyo may kamahalan, pagka walang pumapatol, the idea is that, bubaan mo. So, therefore, magkakaroon tayo ng change price. Self, amount. Okay, so gagawin natin. Ayan. Colon. And then, change the sale price of the house. So, self.price is equal to or plus equals to amount. Ayan. If amount is less than 0, lagay tayo dyan ng price drop. Else, tagpok na ako. The house has increased in value by PHP string amount. Ayan. And then, gawa tayo ng pag-update ng weeks. Di ba meron tayo nung kung ilang linggo na siya nasa may market. So, yun po. Update weeks. Self, weeks equals 1. So, may default value tayo ng week 1. Siyempre, pag nagay mo sa market, initial value talaga. Unang linggo. Increment the number of weeks our house has been on the market. Ayan. So, set that weeks on market plus equals weeks. So, hopefully, tama na to. Sana, walang error. Manalangin tayo. Otherwise, maghahagilap ako mag-isa. Ako lang talaga mag-isa. At wala kayo. Wala akong kasama. Okay? So, gawa tayo ng instance ng house. Let's make an instance of the house. Ayun. So, my house, pangalan ng variable ko, is equal to the house. Ano bang pag-aari ko? Kunyari may pag-aari akong rancho. Yan. Ranch. Tapos, ano nga ulit yun? Sorry, di ko bisado eh. Rancho, square foot, year built, tapos price. So, ang ating square foot is gano'n pa kalaki rancho? Average size of ranch. 442 acres. 442 acres to square foot. Ang laki naman, sobra naman. Siguro ano lang, 19,000 tayo. Natakot ako. Nanliit ako. Siguro mga 19,000 square foot. Laki na yan. Tapos, natayo yung rancho ko, let's see, 1962. Okay? Magkano halaga natin? Siguro 20 million pesos. 20, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ayan. Charan, ayan na. Invalid syntax line number 25. Ano meron sa line number 25? If self that sold equals false. So nga, walang colon. Ayan. Charan, line number 28. Else. So nga, colon again. Ayun, finally, wala na tayong problema. Sabi ko sa inyo kasama sa paglaki yan. Okay? So we created a class of a house with the style, with the square foot, yield built, and of course the price. Gumawa tayo ng display info, ng sell house, ng change price, and of course the update weeks kung ilan linggo na siya sa market. Gumawa tayo ng instance ng house, which is a ranch. Now, let's try to print out the attributes. Ayan. So, print my house dot style dot square foot ulit siya, price, tapos the year, parang na yata dapat to, and then kuhain na rin natin kung na-solve na pa siya. Year built kasi siya nga. Ayun, year built. So, ito sa ranch, 1900, yung square foot, year built was 1962. It is being sold at 20 million. Na-sold na ba siya? Hindi pa. Okay? So, yan yung isang paraan para pwede mong tawag na, i-print yung attributes. Kaya lang, gamit naman tayo ng method para ma-display yung info. Remember, kumuha tayo ng display info. So, i-call natin yan. Call the method on display info. Para mas simple, my house dot display info. Kasi display info ang nakalagay dyan. So, if you do that, ayun no, di ba mas maganda pa. Tama? Tapos, so, 0 weeks. Tapos, what will happen is that my house that update weeks. So, i-run natin yan. After 1 week, display info ulit tayo. Ano nangyari? So, nagsasign na po tayo rito. So, after 1 week, ayan, wala pa rin bumibili. Tapos, mag-update tayo, let's say, after 15 weeks. Copy. Copy. Gagawin tayo ng 15. So, 15 plus 1, that will give us 16 weeks. Ayun. So, after 16 weeks, ano na nangyari? Ganun pa rin. So, siguro mag-sale price tayo. So, ang gawin natin is change the price or let's say sale price. Ayan. Tama diba? Sale price nga ba yun? Ayan. Change price. So, meaning, magbabawas tayo sa kanya ng presyo 1. Okay? So, paano natin gagawin yun? My house, the change price, buwasan natin siya ng 5 million. 500, 1, 2, 3. Ayan, 5 million. And then, we display again the info. Ayun no. So, yung 20 million, naging 15 million na yun. O, di ba? Saya. Nabawasan na siya. Kaya lang, let's say another 5 weeks. House on market for another 5 weeks. So, my house, kasi na yun, another 5 weeks. Tapos, anong gawin natin? Let's say, dahil, taasan natin, kunyari, dami naghanap ngayon ng bahay, dahil, or ng mga rancho, dahil gagawin, ano nga mga gawin? Quarantine facility, lalagyan ng mga container. So, taasan natin. Kuhain natin to. Kaya lang, this time instead of negative, gawin natin 10 million, positive 10 million. So, let's try to run this one. Ayan. So, update 5 weeks. 21 weeks, so kung 16 naging 21, dinisplay mo yung info, ayun, 15 million, kaya na nag-change price ka, so ang nangyari, naging 25 million na. Ooh. Ngayon, ibenta na natin yung bahay, yung rancho ko, kala mo totoo, my house dot sell house, someone else wants to buy the house, dot sell house. So for the first one, the idea is that dapat ito lalabas kapag sinel mo yung house. Ang lalabas dapat ay jaran, nasa yun. Congratulations, your house has been sold for, ayan. Tapos nung pinulit natin, dahil naging true na, ibig sabihin dapat ito nilalabas sa pangalawang call. So let's try. Jaran, ayun, congratulations, your house has been sold for 25 million pesos. And then sa pangalawa, hindi na siya available for sale. Ayun. So I guess we can put a stop to this one. Ganun na pa tayo matagal nagre-record. Actually, hindi pa tapos ko lang, inaantok na ako. Magbiyahe pa ako bukas. Pag-asikaso pa ako. Gawa pa ako ng assignment ng anak ko, mga simunod panaguri. Siguro I will record the inheritance part next time, probably. Kaya namang gawin yung inyong code labs hanggang dito. Tsaka, ang mangyayari kasi, introduction na rin kasi yun sa object-oriented programming. So, probably perhaps, another challenge na lang din talaga sa inyo kung talagang gusto nyo implement yung inheritance. Okay, so at this point of time, we'll put a pause. I am not promising anything if I am going to do or record the inheritance part nitong ating module. Pero with your case, hopefully you can do the code labs. Okay, so I guess this is it. Don't forget to subscribe and to hit that notification bell. Maraming salamat po and good night. Stay safe. God bless to everyone. Thank you very much for your time.